Hey guys, it is Sunday, August 16th. The time is 4:40 p.m. and let me just check my watch and see what the temperature is. It is 24 degrees Celsius. Hey, Tech Needs Tea. So I'm here in Ramsden Park. Hey, SF49. Welcome guys to my second official live stream. We're supposed to get thunderstorms at some point. Greetings, everyone. Hey, Denise. Can you guys let me know how the quality is? Because the last one I did was with a different mobile provider, and it was just a bit on the choppy side. Carolina, what's up? I got to start putting you in some of my thumbnails, Carolina. It's better than before. Quality is good. Awesome. What's up, Ross Romes? Hey, Mike. Welcome to the stream. This is Ramsden Park. It looks like rain is about to fall. Yes. There are supposed to be thunderstorms tonight. I do have my other camera with me and my umbrella. So if that forecast is true, hopefully I can record a rain walk tonight after this. If not, I think the live stream will do. Let me just walk out of this park here. We'll head up to Yonge Street and then I'm gonna walk over to the Yorkville neighborhood. It is Sunday evening. Was it heavy, Mike? So this is, I had a bit of an adventure getting this, greetings, Jeanette. Getting this new streaming setup going. On Friday, I tried it out and things were a bit choppy. So I went out and purchased a new data SIM card yesterday. And when I went to swap it into my phone, the SIM card tray had broken off, so I couldn't put the new SIM card in, so I kind of had to scramble to find another phone. So what I ended up doing is just getting a temporary phone from a friend, which I'm using as a mobile hotspot, and I'm tethering this to my normal phone. So it's definitely good news that the quality is better. 45 people already. And we're only 3.5 minutes in. I do have my umbrella with me, so if it does start to pour down, maybe I could stream a bit, although I don't think this gimbal is waterproof. If the quality does degrade or get too choppy that it's annoying, just let me know in the chat, because I've basically got to the 24th to evaluate this SIM card. What is the way to move to Canada? That's a very complicated question. I'm not going to be able to handle that right now. Hey, Claudia. Yes, Ross, you can pretty much only stream YouTube mobile in 720p. You don't really want to go higher than that. Thanks, guys. I'm glad the stream is good quality. Maybe I can... I suspect it's much better than the last stream I did, quality-wise. There's a look at Rosedale subway station. And the good news is, with this provider, I get 50 gigabytes a month. And streaming 1 hour takes about 1 gigabyte. So I'm paying $125 Canadian for 50 gigabytes. So I think that's definitely going to be a good investment because it'll allow me just to stream whenever I want without worrying about data, however you want to say. My last plan was only 6 gigs. Trying to. Thanks, Mike. I would expect the quality to be like this from now on. The only thing I don't know about is how long the, here's the phone that I'm currently using to hotspot. It's a really old discontinued the next bit Robin. I tried streaming from it, but the potato, or the camera's a bit of a potato. So I just stuck with the Galaxy. Where are you going? I think I'm going to Yorkville. That's what I put in the title of this video. There's a look up at One Bloor. And also, I'm using a different microphone. So if you guys could let me know if the audio is coming through or not, nice and clear. I'm not using my really expensive cycling microphone. This is just a cheaper one I had lying around. I'm about a solid 15-20 minute power walk from the Eaton Center. That would be straight south. I did record a walk through there on Friday. Thanks, Mike. But just hearing that the picture quality is better is a huge relief. A potato works better than an Apple. Some of those new Apple phones have pretty darn good cameras. They're kind of industry leading. Looks good, sounds good. That's what I want to hear. You don't see too many live streamers from Toronto or Canadian cities in general, just because the data plans here are so crazy. Okay guys, it looks like we lost most of the people, but the stream is back. It says live negative 21 hours. That's weird. But let me just put the gimbal back in. Firing up the gimbal. I have no idea what that was about. Johnny, turn the camera fast because it will freeze. Yeah, I don't know what caused that. It might have something to do with the hotspotting, but I really don't want to use this phone because the camera is, as I said, it's a potato, it's garbage. So I'm trying to hotspot. Hopefully that was just a beginner's bad luck, but oh, I didn't come downtown for nothing, Mike. If this thing drops out again, I'm just going to reconnect it with the other phone. I know where you are, Young, just north of Davenport. Yes. Another live stream. Yes, Alex, what's up? Sorry, Pizza Art. So if that happens again, I'm just going to reconnect it from the phone itself that I'm using for data and not the hotspot. So I think we can all agree that was pretty annoying. Good to see you again. Still good quality. Yes, I didn't change anything, Mike. I literally just rebooted my Galaxy S8 and fired this up again. Canadian Tire soon. Canadian Tire right there. Canadian Tire logo is an inverted pyramid. Well, you could just say it's a triangle. You are handsome. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you. Yeah, it's a decent quality stream when it works. Hopefully, what's your favorite restaurant in Toronto? Maybe there's a restaurant called Han Cook in Koreatown where they serve cheese duck galbi. Maybe that. Sukhothai is one of them. I'm a big fan of the Okonomiyaki House. How's it going, Johnny? Thank you, Giuseppe. Thank you, Peter. Rosedale, Yorkville border. Yep, how's the weather in Toronto? It's 24, 25 degrees Celsius, but it's supposed to rain. Is it awkward when you're recording on the train? No, because I use my other camera that's a lot smaller. If I was using this camera, it would be awkward AF. Oh, did I just talk like a millennial? What am I doing? So this is the Masonic Temple. No, I'm going to be heading over to Yorkville. The quality is a million times better. Yes. I was talking in the earlier part of the stream. I got a new data provider. This is TELUS Mobility. Mike Landry, you are awesome. If you are, Mike's been watching my videos for quite a while and commenting on them. So if you're ever in Toronto, Mike, just let me know. I'll be happy to grab a beer with you.
Is that a vlog?
Yep.
What's your channel?
Johnny Strides.
What's your channel about?
I just walk around Toronto and
are you
ride
the
a bike.
silent walker guy or no?
Silent?
Oh, I've seen your videos. It's the,
Do you mind being in this one?
with the no, it's okay, But no, you did like Young and Dandas.
I do everything. Yeah.
Okay,
This is my second live stream ever.
Yeah. Am I ruining the video by doing this or?
No, dude. It's
Okay.
just people chatting. I'm not a.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, no, I watch your videos. I watch like the ones for like Europe and London and Paris. And
I don't do that. I've done like Bangkok, Cambodia. I haven't done Europe though.
Okay,
There's a few of us in Toronto that do this, but
it's cool to watch those.
yeah, I've got 100 people watching right now.
Okay, cool. All right, have a
Cool.
good one.
Cheers. Hey, Susan. Sorry, I just ran into someone who might have confused me with another one of these street walk-in recorders. I moved out in Vancouver Island, never been. Another fan. Are you going to? No, I'm going to. I wouldn't really feel comfortable walking around the Eat Center with this giant setup. I'm going to Yorkville. Please show me 20 Richardson Street. I don't know where that is. This is Yorkville Avenue. And this building here is pretty badass. I love living in the city, Master. Let's go down the other side of the street. I'm gonna go down to Bloor, I think, and then over and up into Yorkville. Here, I'll help you.
No, don't do that.
No, the time's out.
That's up to them to wait for us.
Oh, well.
For us to talk. And we have to wait for them. They have to get across.
Take your time.
I don't want to take my time. I want to be able to wait for them.
There you go.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. All right, well, that's my good deed for the month. Where's the best hot dog place? Oh, these buildings are very expensive. Well, that poor lady was going to be jaywalking no matter what, so. I think we all have to be mindful of others. Hi, Sean. Your video looks a bit shaky. Yeah, it's starting to shake now a bit. How's that? Is it better? Johnson, Thailand. I am so envious of you right now. I'm waiting for them to open it up to travel, but it looks like they're being extra cautious in Thailand. You basically need what they're calling an elite visa right now. Ooh, the sun really came out for us, didn't it? Oh, I forgot. That is the north entrance on Yonge Street to Bloor Yonge Station. Just want to fix this stupid microphone cable here. It's hanging down all the way to my knee. Gray and gloomy in Scarborough. I'm sure the good weather is coming your way soon. I was half hoping we would get that thunderstorm that they were forecasting, because I haven't recorded a video in one of those in a while. And people really seem to enjoy watching them. You know, I think my phone is a little unbalanced. Let me just, whoop. Yeah, let me, thank you, the Amish Gamer. I gotta reset my gimbal here. Just bear with me for a sec. Amish Gamer, you're kind. Hopefully that stabilized things. I'm still evaluating this gimbal as well. Ooh, that sun's probably pretty bad. Let me try to find some shade or get over to the, I went to the wrong side of the street, didn't I? You should do a walk through the mini path from Hudson's Bay. Yeah. Sorry about the glare. Oh, that's not a good idea to jaywalk that. I think I can. Let's head down to Charles Street and then I'll loop around. That's the Manulife Center, which used to be the tallest residential building in Toronto. Jeanette. Ooh, someone's having steak tonight. Thank you, Jeanette. If you used to have an yeah, there was a restaurant. Well, there still is, like a lounge up there. It used to be called Panorama. I don't know what it's called now. Do I know any Nigerians? I actually do that live in Canada. But I'm not going to give out any personal information about anyone. It's just one of the ground rules I'm not going to break. And I really don't want to talk about politics. Someone asked me if I voted for Trudeau in the last live stream. I think everyone's sort of entitled to their own opinion, and you guys aren't here to talk politics or religion or anything like that. We're all adults. We should be respecting each other. So those are just some very basic ground rules. And thank you. Did I just see a super chat come through? Sorry, it's kind of hard to see my screen while I'm... Jan. Thank you, Jan. You are awesome. And someone had asked me what my favorite restaurant was. Let me see if I can recenter this gimbal. I'm still learning how to use this gimbal. And I'm thinking of actually switching to the same one that Action Kid uses. Yep, Yorkville was a hippie town. This is one of my favorite restaurants in Toronto, the Okonomiyaki House. And sadly, they're not open. We are open takeout only. Okonomiyaki is a Japanese dish. It's kind of like a pancake. I like it with pork inside. Would you go to Oshawa for a walk? Yeah, Mike, now that, let's try to adjust this gimbal here. Now that I have a lot more free time, I'm looking to get out to the 905 area a bit more. So this is Charles Street. Action Kid usually does not. Yeah, I think I got very lucky with this new data provider. We're going back into the sunny glare. Let's try to get to the other side of the street. And then I'm going to turn north on Bay and head right into Yorkville. How can we support you if what? If we can't do super chats. I do have a Patreon account. There are some benefits to being a Patreon member, such as you can send me detailed messages and I'll reply in detail. I'm also going to be doing some exclusive walks from time to time that will only go on Patreon, as well as if I record any failed walks that were pretty good, I'll still upload those for Patreon members. So if you want to support me, there's a way to do that there. I'm not really pushing that though. I just kind of appreciate that you guys watch. Someone said, I haven't, Susan. Who are you using for data? Because they doubled. I have Freedom in my, in this phone. I'm recording this right now is a Freedom SIM card, but I'm hotspotting from a TELUS SIM card. When I used Freedom, when I did the speed test, the upload speed was excellent. The data speeds were excellent. Service works everywhere. But when I did the actual live stream, it was really choppy. So I thought I had to switch. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's pass through Yorkville and then wander over to John Tory's home. I'm not a fan of doxing people, but this is very public information. People might want to see where the man in charge of this great city lives. And tomorrow, providing that the upload doesn't get screwed up, I'll be posting a video for 9 a.m. Eastern Time, where I did a walk through downtown with Ken from the Ken Continuum. So we did kind of a conversational video together. You can also, Ken recorded it, so we're each posting our own version of the video. Thank you, Wing. Ken's been doing this longer than I have in Toronto, so his channel will be worth checking out. I'll link it in tomorrow's video. Is Yorkville a rich area? Yes, Denise. Excessively so. It used to be quite the opposite, but they built a subway line along here, and then it started intensifying, and the property value skyrocketed. Action Kid, what's up? I would love to do a walk with Action Kid. That would be the pinnacle of this channel. If it weren't for this silly travel restriction, I would be probably in New York City this summer. Because outside of this city, New York City is easily the city I would enjoy the most to explore in North America. So I think Action Kid's quite lucky to have that city as his playground, but I'm more than happy here. Thanks, Mark. Just like these streams, that walk was a bit of a technical, I don't know. There was some technical issues to work out, such as Ken just recorded the audio off his camera. I used an external microphone that was kind of in between us. You have good competition. I don't think we're a competition. When you watch one of these walking channels, what happens is the other ones get recommended. So it's kind of like the rising tide lifts all the boats. So, are you going through yonder? Denise Williams, Yorkville has been... Sorry, I really should read every chat out loud. I'm still very much a noob at this. So this is Bay Street, but I'm going to be turning left onto Cumberland. That's Bay Station. We'll probably get a few supercar sightings. I don't know if this qualifies. I'm going to do a live stream through North York. I'm planning on doing, what's your opinions on the bike food deliverers when you see them? I think it's great. I love that bike delivery is a thing. Those guys, they're working hard. It's a hustle. They're doing everyone a great service. Personally, I think it's a little on the expensive side. I tend to order from Ritual and just pick everything up. And I also can't stand it when they hop on the sidewalk. If you guys watch my channel, you know that, but that guy just kind of smiled in. I don't know if I know him, but we are heading into the heart of Yorkville right now. Those pink delivery robots, I don't know, 4K Wanderer. How are they going to get through in the winter when we've got muck all over the ground? Johnny, yes, Jan, I have. In the last few weeks alone, I've sort of taken a lot of plays out of the Action Kid playbook. The face reveal, the live streaming, the collaborative walks. These are all ideas that not only did I see on Action Kid's channel, but he actually told me himself that I should be doing them or trying them. So huge props to Action Kid. He's definitely the pioneer of this genre of videos. Here's a Jaguar. I'm not sure if that's a supercar worthy, but Remy's, I think. I remember hearing about Remy's. That's Sassafras that kind of famously burnt down not too long ago. Jan, I loved Action Kid's Taiwan videos. Of course, they all came like a month after I was in Taiwan. I'll take that as a compliment, Susan. Scared for your last, yeah, I almost died in that cycling video. Although, in fairness, if you watch the two incidents where I almost got hit, I totally anticipated both of them. So it wasn't as dangerous as it looked. And that's one thing that when you're cycling, you just have to anticipate every car you see is going to do something stupid. But someone made a comment earlier. I will be doing a spring and summer compilation for cycling. I guess this threat of weather kept the supercars at bay, because normally you would see a handful by now. We are coming up on Hemmings Way. When will the weather start to change? Probably in October. Spring will slowly start eroding next month, and then sometime in late October, November, winter will be rearing its ugly head. There's Hemingways. We're going down Old York Lane.
And then there's also some.
Will you do? I'm hoping to do winter cycling. When the weather's good, I'll definitely do it. And I'm looking to get like a 3-speed hybrid with some beefier tires and a fender on the rear. I'm going for brunch between Yorkville and Eglinton. That's a pretty big gap between Yorkville and Eglinton. Yeah, I think it's hopefully this is something I get better at. So our winters are not that bad. We kind of have a few really, really bad days every now and then and some blizzards, but for the most part, it's not bad. Hey, Manny. What's the name? This is Old York Lane in the rather trendy Yorkville neighborhood. So this street here is Cumberland. No, it's not. I've just lost my bearings, but that's fine. Let's walk. Guelph bid for 1 million subscriber special. If I hit 1 million subscribers, I will record an entire video on a unicycle while singing whatever songs you guys tell me to. How's that? You'll hit 1 million. I've been posting every day lately. There's some stores I'll never be able to shop at. Do some global walks. Yes, I was hoping to actually 911 Turbo. I think that's the closest we've got to a supercar. Was that a 911? Someone can correct me on that. I was hoping to spend several months this summer overseas or this winter. You know, every time you're vlogging, you hear sirens. You hear sirens all the time in this city. It's never ending. And where I live, I have a fire station out front. What do you think of the Lambo SUV? At first I hated it, just like the Porsche Cayenne, but in time it kind of grows on you. Love you, Toronto, in my heart. Have you met with I have not, 4K Wanderer. I don't have the vaguest idea who he is in real life, just from his channel. I saw some videos from Vancouver from him lately though, which is cool. Sirens. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I want to go to Toronto because of Johnny. New York or Toronto? I think the answer is both. They're definitely two of the best multicultural cities on planet Earth by far. What do you think about eating indoors right now in Toronto? I haven't done it yet. I've only eaten at the distillery district. But part of that is I've kind of become a fan of not paying dine-in prices. I'm not saying I'm a cheapskate, but I've enjoyed not tipping. It's been quite nice. So I think I'm going to go 1 block north, and then we'll head over. Thank you, T3. And then we'll head over towards the Annex, maybe? Manny Explorers, yes. Maybe it's the camera lens. It's the same phone. Maybe the lens is fogged up. Let me see if I can wipe it off. Let me switch that around. Is that better? Face reveal. So I'm now heading north on Bay. Do you think Torontonians are keeping safe distance? Generally, yes, Stanley, because indoors everyone's wearing a mask and they're all kind of following the markings, and outdoors you don't really see large groups of people. And when you see 2 or 3 people together, it's not really worth commenting on. So it seems as if the humidity fogs this camera lens up every now and then. So this is Schollard Street. This is going to be a much quieter street than the last few we went down. Yes, I was hoping it would rain, Wayne. I brought my umbrella and my other camera. I haven't done a rain walking video in a long time. I don't think this is the best lighting right now. Kind of walking into the sun. Are you planning on doing walks? Yes, T3. I would like to do Mississauga, around the Port Credit area, and Niagara Falls at some point. And of course, I'd love to go to New York. I might have to tap Action Kid in the shoulder and borrow a SIM card off of him so I could do a live stream or two. Yeah, I grew up in Port Credit, and my family's in Niagara Falls, so I've got reason to go to both. Whoa, that's a lot of you are clever. I just almost walked into a pole. The only thing is, since this what haven't you done, Action Kid? Action Kid even did a bike ride where he sang the 12 Days of Christmas. And I assure you, he's not the best singer you've ever heard. Here's something cute. Interspecies dating. How do you know so much about Toronto's history? I think it's just one of those things I'm naturally interested in, so when I hear it, it sticks. I've made this comment before, but in the office environment, I'll be the guy in the training session not paying attention, and then will have not remembered anything, but frivolous facts and information I tend to remember quite well. Like the Disney version of BioShock. So we are heading up to Hazelton Lanes. Is there a place in Toronto that you would never know? I've actually walked through the so-called most sketchy places. Moss Park would probably be number 1 on that list. I'm actually going to live stream through there. So I'm guessing that disconnection earlier was a freak occurrence, thankfully. Yorkville Village. How about Regent? Yeah, I've been through Regent Park. Regent Park is connected to Cabbagetown. It's a really cool area. Maybe I'll sit down for a minute. If you do port credit the Adamson estate, yeah, that would be a good idea. I'll just, I can't get us both in the shot. He's way too big and awkward. Lucky dude, this street looks like a street. A lot of Toronto and Chicago tend to resemble one another. We have a lot of very similar skyscraper developments. The Annex Center and First Canadian Place were designed by the same architect. Are there areas in downtown? No, I don't think there are. At night, you might not want to go around Queen and Sherbourne. I personally don't. I did a walk down there very late at one night after I had more than a few beverages. Everything went well. That walk was super dark though. There was almost no street lights on the way. For the supercar lovers out there, I apologize. I thought for sure we would have seen a few here. Good night, Luca. Waiting for someone to come up and say, aren't you miss... Someone did misidentify me earlier in the stream. I think that was right after I restarted it. I need to find Toronto's The Hole. Action Kid did a walk through a neighborhood in New York called The Hole, and it looked exactly like you think it might. It's a really, really excellent video, so I highly recommend looking it up if you want to see a side of New York you've probably never seen before or thought you ever would see. I don't think Toronto has anything to rival that. You look good in a suit. Maybe. A lot of people say Toronto's clean, but then they watch some of my other videos and they say it looks like a dump. So I think it depends on the neighborhood. This neighborhood in particular is quite immaculate. Maybe do top 10 parks or restaurants. Yeah, I was thinking of getting into top 10 lists at some point when I was looking for ideas. I think I want to do top 10 cheapest good restaurants. I can already think of some, such as Messini and Greektown. But, I mean, you can only do so much, and I wanted to start doing the narrated videos. I wanted to start doing collab videos. I don't think Toronto has anything like The Hole. No, Jane and Finch is nothing like The Hole. Jane and Finch is really just some strip malls surrounded by apartments. It's not a bad neighborhood. And given its proximity to York University, it's not even that cheap. Top 10 dive bars, that's a good idea. I think, is it bar 224 on College Street would be number 1. You get that pitcher of house beer. Thanks, T3. Oh, Mississauga is quite nice, Action Kid. There's an area of Mississauga that actually looks as rich as the Bridle Path. It's a street called Dalton, just off of Mississauga Road, north of the QEW. The mansions there will give the mansions anywhere in the world a run for their money. It's quite spectacular. Yeah, there's a lot of addicted and homeless people pretty much everywhere in the city these days. We've, even in where I live in Yonge and Eglinton, there was a protest yesterday that you might have seen on the news. There's definitely an increase of panhandlers and other people. So because this stream restarted, I have no idea how long we've been going for. Could someone throw the time up there? Nope, all right. I'll just stay in the dark. Did I miss a super chat? Mike Landry, Mike! If I had a kid, Mike, you'd be putting him through college right now. Thank you. Please come to Toronto and let me get you a few beers. Mike is one of those names that he's just been following the channel since pretty much the beginning. And those are the people that when you post videos, when you're early and you're only getting a few views per video, when you start to see people enthusiastically post over and over again, that really encourages you to keep going. So I might not even have this channel now if it weren't for Mike and a few others that have been loyally posting. There's the Church of the Redeemer. What's my favorite beer? That's a tough one. I've really been enjoying a lot of light IPAs lately. There's a look down at Queen's Park. So we are now in the neighborhood known as the Annex. Yeah, Keats is one of the best of the macro brewery IPAs. I think this is a Michael Lee Chin design, not a Gary. And this sort of metal cladding was kind of a classic Toronto cheap out. They switched the material to save money. And the original design, those crystals went all throughout the building instead of just around the edge. I like it. I think it created a lot of unusable, awkward spaces inside, but I mean, we've had such a history of bland architecture here that, oh, Michael Lee Chin was the donor. That makes sense. See, there's some things I don't know. I'm not really a museum person. I can think of being in Tokyo once and it was about 40 degrees outside. And we saw a museum and we popped in just to experience the air conditioning, and we pretty much, even though the stuff there was fascinating, we walked right through it in about 20 minutes. And that one was up near Ueno Park, if you're familiar with Tokyo. Do you like to walk during the day? I think I enjoy the night walks the most. I need to get around to doing more of those. Daniel Libeskin designed the crystal. There's a familiar name. Oh, the lighting's way better this way. I should have been walking that way. Can you give us your home tour? Are you going to John Tory's condo? I think John Tory's condo is right around the corner. Irish beer, the best. What's your go-to comfort food? Probably 2 Mama Burgers from A&W. I've mentioned before in my other videos, I'm not much of a food connoisseur. One person did. Actually, one of the very first walking videos I did, someone stopped me and said that I did not have his permission to record him. And I told him that I don't need his permission. In Canada, when you're out in public, you do not have a right to privacy, so to speak. People may film and record you, which explains why news crews can set up on the street and just record, and passersby in the background can't do anything about it, even though those are technically commercial productions. But if you are filming like a big studio type project, you do need permits. Do you have a car? No, I sold my car when I moved downtown, or I lease busted it. Let me see my the phone that I'm using to hotspot this internet connection. I just want to see the Oh, the battery's holding up. Yeah, I was talking to Action Kid earlier today, and he said that he was going to be probably staying in today. I was trying not to go live at the same time as him. Is your camera? Oh, my camera. This camera is very obvious, but my other camera is quite stealthy. If you're out in public, you have no. That's right, Ken. I saw Ken walking around, and I kept shoving a camera in his face yesterday, and there was nothing he could do about it. Right, Ken? So one of these, I think this is John Tory's condo. Am I not right? Yeah, the video quality is gonna go in and out based on the bit rate that it can push. It fluctuates as you go around. So for those asking for John Tory's condo, I believe this is it. If I'm wrong, please fact check or correct me. And the reason I know that is I went for a bike ride down here, and there was a protest in front of it. Starting price of those condos, I'm sure, I don't know, I would hazard to guess if there are one bedrooms available, they'd be 600,000-700,000 maybe. There's a great view from across the street. Yes, I'm jaywalking. Well, that's just it. If you don't want to be the subject of someone's viral video on YouTube or Twitter or anything, then don't do anything stupid. Right? Don't bring attention to yourself if you don't want attention. You should do York University. Yeah, I went to York University. Oh no, the view of the skyline is blocked. All we got is this silly bubble. This was a mistake. I was hoping to get a spectacular skyline view. I'm still learning the ins and outs of this gimbal, and I'm probably going to try a different gimbal. I like it, but if there's something better, I want to know about it and try it. Do you ever run? No, I don't. I ride my bike. I run if someone's chasing me. Well, this gimbal is fighting me here. This is very different from the setup I used to record my other walks. So, can you do an equipment video? Thinking about starting here. Yeah, I did put a picture on my Instagram of my equipment. It's really just a couple of DJI Osmo Pockets. Would love to see you walk at High Park. When are you getting married? Depends. Whenever one of you proposing to me. How did you start your? My motivation was I pretty much copied the Ken Continuum's idea of walking around Toronto. And Action Kid, of course. I think my walk around does some running videos. I personally would be a bit wary of just breathing so heavily all the time into the microphone. I've actually not uploaded some walks because of just, I did one walk through Yorkville and it was a hot day, and when I listened to it when I got home, all I heard was I don't know why I was out of breath the entire walk, but I decided not to upload it. How old am I? We played this game last time, but ooh, my hair looks really stupid. Must be the heat. I am 72. Let's cross the street here. Their quality is good. Your audio is good. Yeah, well, you can only stream in 720p. You look good for 72. Thanks, Ale. I try to work the glutes. There's the Bata Shoe Museum. Would you be doing walks during Toronto winter storm? Yes, I do. I agree, the breathing sound is a little off-putting. Johnny, come to New York. I would love to come to New York. And I'd love to meet Action Kid and the guy who runs Walk, Ride, Fly. Super friendly people, excellent channels. Show the George. Okay, I'll oblige, Ben. Robarts, where Resident Evil was filmed. There's the St. George subway entrance. Yeah, I did Niagara Falls. I just haven't done one in the pandemic, or I haven't done one narrated, or I haven't done one live streamed. What's your favorite part of this? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite part these days. I just kind of walk all over. But there is actually, I think, let's just go up and then I'll come down the next street and we'll walk by the Madison pub. I am sick. AK is not very slow. And we all have our styles. I very much walk very quickly in real life from place to place, and I think you can see that in my videos. Police Academy was, yeah, it was filmed in Etobicoke, down in Long Branch, right near Mimico, where the old psychiatric hospital used to be. What's your YouTube income? Ooh, it's getting better. That's all I'll say. How often do you go on walks, Christine? Every day. I don't always film them. I try to record at least a walk or bike ride every day, and now that I've got confirmation that this camera or this SIM card works for live streaming, I should be able to do this several times a week. Take us to Toronto Zoo, maybe one day. At least the High Park Zoo. I'm going to try switching hands here. Let's give my right hand a break. So I think tomorrow morning, if I can get myself out of bed, I'll try to go down to the financial district, maybe do a morning walk up all of Bay Street. You should do a walk around. I'm thinking of doing bike rides around those places. A walk around Bluffers would be good, but Tommy Thompson's just a very large park to walk. I think I'll take my bike around there. Do I like sporting life? Sure. I live in Yonge and Eglinton, so there's one there. I got my cycling gloves from Sporting Life. Have you ever been to Wasted Youth? No, I haven't, but I have heard about it. You know what, AJ? I like making the cycling videos more, but the analytics show me that the audience prefers walking, so I'm trying to keep a balance of maybe two to three walking videos for every cycling video. One thing I do want to do is get some cycling live streams going. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. And I am not yet on the Madison Avenue. There we go. Johnny strides, screws up, and doesn't know his way around Toronto. Does Toronto have good... it's hit or miss, JNBT. It's getting there. Are people coming back to work? Starting to. Yeah, thanks. My camera that I use for the cycling videos can live stream. So now that I have this data SIM that seems to be reliable, I'm thinking of handlebar mounting one of my phones. So when I pull over, I can keep an eye on the chat. I won't keep an eye on the chat while I'm riding my bike, but that'll allow me to do live stream cycling. I'm phoning on a Galaxy S8 Plus. But for daytime streaming, it's really not that important because it's only 720p and it's relatively low bit rate. So as long as the camera is decent, you're not going to tell much difference. Nighttime will be definitely worth exploring getting a better camera phone. Yeah, I'll try to show the lighthouse when I go to Tommy Thompson. This building here is notorious for bed bugs. It was also kind of a failed experiment from the University of Toronto. I was using a GoPro to dash cam, but I don't have the time. Yeah. Which building? How long can your phone battery? I don't know, but when it dies, typically I get about 24 hours on a charge. Sorry, I don't know the name of that, but we are at Huron. So you can take Huron Street south all the way into Chinatown. Can you take us to Black Creek? Maybe. There's a whole lot of Toronto I haven't yet explored. Yeah, I think experiment, it was sort of like a self-taught university campus where it was like an open teaching concept. I really don't know much about it. Someone mentioned it on the, yeah, Rochdale College, that's it. Someone mentioned it in the comments on one of my prior videos, and I didn't know much about it. Here's the UFT building all boarded up. Could you tell us in advance when you have the next shooting? I don't have a schedule yet, and every time I've just done it randomly, both times, we've got a pretty good turnout. No, Joshua, any intention of walking? I would love to go to Ottawa. This just isn't the year to go do that type of thing. Maybe in the winter. Here's a look down Madison. Is Brampton close? Maybe a solid 40 minutes from here by car. Arika, I just got Instagram, so that's a big step. Have you been on Via? Yes, I have, Christine. Sorry, I have no change. I don't know what he asked me for. Can you do a walkthrough? Me and Ken did a walk around St. Lawrence Market. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable bringing my camera right into there. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll kind of compromise and maybe have 1 or 2 times a week where I always stream at the same time. That way people can know what to expect. If that makes sense, but outside of that, I'm not sure. I kind of want to do it by ear sometimes, like if there's a nice thunderstorm out, maybe just go out and record a thunderstorm on the spot. Or if my morning upload screws up like it did recently, Saturday morning I had one of these days, I didn't have a video to post. So on those days, maybe I'll just go do a morning stream. So we are entering the Annex, and it is 5:50 p.m. We're in the Annex. We're entering the liveliest part of it. It looks kind of dull on my screen. Are you guys seeing, is it pretty dull, not too vibrant, or does it look okay? I think it's the, yep, blackened shadow, he sure does. I'm not quite big enough yet. I need all the help I can get, so I'll be keeping those thunderstorm videos on the main one. Yeah, That's the lighting. If I were going the other way, watch this. It looks way better. I try to do my walks going this way, just because the lighting. So this is kind of stupid planning on my part. Usually late afternoon I'll walk. Maybe what I'll do is I'll head down to kind of choppy, probably because we're now in a busier area, Susan. I'm trying to think if there's an interesting way to change direction. Maybe I'll head south down Palmerston, which is a very nice residential street, and we'll get better lighting. It's actually one of the nicest residential streets in the city. For how many years have you been? I came to Toronto. Yeah, I think if it's getting choppy, I think that's just a product of the neighborhood we're in and the connection not being as strong here. Hopefully I'll get out of this soon. Thanks, Janice. Okay, the lighting definitely looks better right now. We are, well, I just went right behind me is Spadina and Bloor. Oh, that sun just hit me like a ton of bricks. Note to self, don't live stream into the sun anymore in the future. Lesson learned. Are you Canadian? Yes. Are you, I'm not answering that. Are you going north on Spadina? I'm gonna go south on Palmerston. And I'll go down to college. Actually, Palmerston is all the way over in Koreatown, isn't it? Maybe we'll just take Brunswick down. There we go. Nice. Lighting should be a lot better now. But we traded in a nice vibrant street for a residential. What's the craziest, most, I don't know. That's a good question. I think this place used to be Tilt Arcade Bar. Show Graffiti Alley. Yeah, I will eventually get around to it. We're kind of checking out Brunswick. What is your best color? Where I'm going down to College Street, I think, at this point. Maybe we could pop through Kensington Market. Would you guys want to see that? I was planning on doing a video through Kensington today, but the crappy weather kept me in. Action Kid. For 99 cents, I'll shout out your channel. Graffiti Alley is way south of here. It is way south of here, but it's really not that far from if you're just willing to move your legs for 20 minutes. And so the next major street is Harvard. Did you ever find out what that little pink robot? Yeah, it was a university delivery food experiment. It was originally supposed to be with Foodora, but Foodora exited the market. So maybe I'll turn down Harvard Street and then I'll take Bathurst down to college, and then we'll walk over through Kensington Market, and I'll see what time it is. This is kind of the south part of the Annex. The University of Toronto area is just off to the left. From one Torontonian to another. Thank you, Gregory. I think on my channel I don't do streets like this enough. I kind of stick to the main streets a little more. Is winter depressing? Depends on your outlook. I don't think so, but I could see how some might. Your voice is cool. Thank you. Since this set a plane in the sky, I think I hear it. I can't see it though. It's kind of draped in clouds up there. So Kensington Market is a toilet. I don't know about that, Peter. I think it's one of the most unique neighborhoods in Toronto. And you'd be very wise to give it a visit if you were traveling through the city. It's really something you're not going to find anywhere else. So the next street here is Harvard. Action Kid. 720p looks like one. Yeah, 720p streamed does not look great. But then again, you know, 1080p on a Blu-ray looks better than 4K on Netflix, right? It's really all about the bit rate. May I ask, you gay, bi, straight? It's a little personal, but the last person I dated was a female, if that tells you anything.
But if you were to ask me,
And we are getting a sun shower right now. Whoa. Let me just, can you guys hear the rain? You're welcome, Susan. I'm gonna give this a minute. And if it doesn't let up, I'll pull out my umbrella. I don't think this gimbal is waterproof. My phone is waterproof. It's even been into the ocean, which was really stupid of me. I didn't realize that waterproof does not mean salt water is okay. Yes, I was actually hoping that we would have a nice full-on thunderstorm so I could record a... Yeah, let me just get my umbrella out. I think I have a stand for this gimbal. I'm gonna look kind of dumb with a... Oh, no, it seems to have just let up. All right, we're gonna go for it. What car did you lease bust? Everyone on lease bust. I lease busted a 2006, because this was quite a while ago, two-door Pontiac G6 GT. Ooh, so St. Clair and Bathurst has some badass rain clouds. When's your next video? Tomorrow morning. It'll be a walk with Ken from the Ken Continuum, who popped into this chat. What's the temperature? These bike lanes look confusing. They can be. The temperature, this is Harvard Street. Maybe we'll just go down here. We'll take in something a bit more interesting than the residential streets. Next video, every morning at 9 a.m. I try to post a video. We're gonna try to go every day throughout the rest of the year. And then there'll be random videos in the evening sometimes and random streams. Now we're going in the right direction. The lighting's much better. Yeah, Yorkville came and went quite a while ago, Lauren. I walked through it fairly extensively, and then I just decided to head into the Annex. Go to Koreatown. I will do a live stream through Koreatown at some point, but we are heading down to Kensington Market. Can't you feel... What was that comment? I missed it. Can't you feel stupid? What? Don't you feel stupid? No. It's 2020. I think we've seen people walking around talking on Bluetooth headsets for a lot longer. Thanks, Vera. Have you ever, guys, I'm not gonna talk politics on here. I think we should all just respect one another's opinions on that. This channel, it's not really even about me, it's about the city. It's getting a bit pixelated. Yeah, that's gonna come and go. If you watch any live stream, I've been watching a lot from New York City lately, and Walk, Ride, Fly had amazing quality through a lot of his stream. Then at night it got quite pixelated. What did he answer? Guys, let's keep personal things like religion, political preference, sexual preference just out of the chat. It's not a... I know they're harmless topics, but some people take them a bit personally sometimes, and I just don't want anyone to get offended. You know the streets, but don't know the alleyways. It's okay to bash the New York City mayor. De Blasio? I don't know. Action Kid, if he's still here, maybe he could weigh in on the New York City mayor. Yes, I'm going to be heading south on Spadina, or as it was originally called, Spadina. There's some alleyways in Kensington that are kind of interesting if they haven't been blocked off. There's this Tory. Thank you, Dale. What's the longest walk you've done? I did one that was 2 hours of continuously walking around. But I have a feeling one of these live streams is going to beat that. Yeah, if we get to the point where people can't keep it clean in the chat, I'll definitely try to appoint a mod. No, Rodrigo, Pride happens over on Church. And I think the actual parade will also go down young. I still call it Spadina. Well, that's its original name. It's still raining right now, but it's so light. $5 if you go and grab a French fry from that guy. A younger, stupider me would have fallen for that. Yeah, you could Google that. A lot of people ask me in the comments questions that a very simple Google could answer, but I think people like bouncing things off other people. It's just kind of human instinct. These houses up here on the right are all heritage buildings. In a former life, I worked in insurance and had to put policies on some of these, and I can tell you they're an absolute headache. Absolutely gorgeous, but the owners of these homes can't even do a simple exterior renovation without getting city approval. Well, that's just it. It's nice masonry, But if you were to have a claim or a loss and you needed someone to come repair it, there's very few people in the country that are even capable of working with this type of brick and stonework. That's why I said from an insurance point of view, they're a nightmare. Your camera is really bad unless I need... They should, but they also know it's heritage. Here, let me just wipe off the screen here. And reset the gimbal. We're gonna be a badass and jaywalk. Lol, did you insure? Commercial insurance 2.0. I did not at my last job, knowingly. No. I'm also gonna add another rule to this stream, no talking about insurance, because that's the most boring, dry topic in the history of time, right? Commercial insurance 2.0. Can you stream? I can, but I don't see why I would. Really, at this point, the quality is just limited to the bit rate that the... that felt like a hug, thanks. There's some more heritage properties. This whole section of the city is designated heritage. I agree with you. It does look better with the wires buried, although with the streetcars, you don't really have a choice. Johnny, which of your videos are you most proud of? Probably the one that has 130,000 views. I mean, you're going to walk past El Macon. I am. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I was gonna make a right and go down Kensington Market from the north side, but Toronto is married to the archaic. Yes, Peter, but they're a lot better than buses. Have you ever run into Kenny? I would love to run into Kenny or Spenny. I didn't know they were so old. Apparently they're almost in their 50s now. Not that that's old, but they look quite young in the show. You're welcome, Ron. I know sometimes I talk about myself a little bit and experiences, but I try not to talk about anything too political or religious in nature, just because we have a global audience and I think we all just need to respect one another. Do you have a favorite bar in Toronto? Probably Betty's on King Street. Clinton's in Koreatown would have been one of them, but that's no longer there. Yeah, I'm hoping, Bucky, to get out later this month or early September to the islands. I'll do it on a weekday afternoon. There's the Daniels Architect Building. It's part of the University of Toronto campus. It's their architecture school. Clinton reopened. Did it? Bingo? I don't know if Clinton's reopened. Last time I was there, it was still closed. I would love it if they did. Johnny, do you know about the mini park inside Chinatown? I think I know what you're talking about. Do you know a place with a good view of downtown, like a far place? Riverdale Park would be the best place to get a picture of downtown. Clinton's is open. That is amazing. I was making plans to go drinking today with some friends, but we decided not to when we saw the weather. It was going to be in a park. As the premier has no problem with that, then I will have no problem with that. I am Winston Churchill Park on St. Clair, right around Spadina Road. Definitely has a nice view of the city. Near the Humber Bay Arch in Mimico, you can get a great view. All right, so just on the right is the Scott Mission, which is a homeless shelter pretty much. And the old silver dollar has been torn down. Oh, that's nice. Erika, you're a dentist or a hygienist? It's very nice of you to do that. And there we go. That's awesome. That's a great line of work. It used to be Spadina, but now it's Spadina. I don't know at what point it changed, but if someone says Spadina, I'm all for it. Silver dollar, yep. And now we're in Chinatown, but I was actually heading to Kensington, and I've only got, if we're gonna go check out the El Macombo, I'm not gonna make this late. So let's just chill on the street corner for a bit. Silver dollars at a strip joint. No, it's not. Nice view of the tower. It sure is, Mike. And the next several blocks to the west of here is Little Italy. No, it's stopped raining. Yeah, Manulife Center, they have, it used to be called Panorama up there. I forget the name now, but it's pretty cool. Silver Dollar was a live music joint. Yes, it was. Yep, I'm gonna go check out the El Macombo, then make a U-turn and come back up north. And we'll walk over to the north part of Silicon or Kensington Market. I don't know the best Italian in Toronto. A lot of people really like Grazie and Yonge and Eglinton, but I don't see the big deal. And there was a place called Spontini's in Yorkville I liked a lot, but it burnt down quite suspiciously. Can you sing O Canada? No, I can't. I don't know any of the words. And this place is owned by one of the Dragon's Den, or I don't know what you call them. They're not contestants. There's a look at the El Macombo. I don't think the Rolling Stones are playing a show. Are you not hungry? I had a very nice bowl of Shreddies before this walk, and a big smoothie before that. But thanks to, oh, did we just see an accident almost happen? Thanks to some of the super chats, I'm gonna have a nice dinner on my way home. Keep getting requests to walk up Nassau, maybe. Found your channel on Reddit, keep up the great, thanks Ted. Say hi to several hundred people.
My name is Jebediah.
Cool.
Winston Churchill.
Jebediah, Winston, this guy says, that man thinks, oh, he was talking about the other guy. All right, cheers. We got a new celebrity here. Jebediah, Winston Churchill. Do you have Twitter? No, I don't. I have Instagram. I was anti-social media for the longest time, but I had to break down and get it. Typically, I'll make myself like a power smoothie for breakfast. It'll just be full of frozen fruits. I use this whole food meal replacement. And I'll put yogurt in there and a banana and spinach, kale, broccoli. I just saw you, bro. Cool. Say hi next time. And then that's my breakfast. Then lunch, I'll just eat whatever. If I eat something big, I'll have something light. I agree, Dave. Twitter itself is particularly kind of toxic. It kind of pits everyone against each other and feeds off of negativity. That was one of the reasons why I've avoided Twitter. This place used to be the place to come get tech deals. I remember building computers with components down here, but now you can pretty much go to Canadian or Canada Computers and get the same deals, or just go on Amazon or Newegg. The whole retail computer food or computer part shopping era seems to be a bit of a dinosaur. I have no idea how my battery is doing. Oh, 40%, we're good. I'm about to eat dinner. Thank you, Jay Ramble, enjoy your dinner. Canada Computer. Yeah, they used to have several different locations right across the street. There was one that was just home electronics. Then there was a computer accessory location, but I used to geek out on computers a bit. There is. I got my current computer online. The quality is potato level. Yeah. Sorry. It's probably just the bit right. This is Augusta Avenue. There's also a robotics shop. Maybe we'll take a look out for that. Hello. Any good dim sum recommendations? I always just go to Roll Sand. So this is Kensington Market. Yeah, the streets are very dead. I was trying to do a narrated walkthrough here, but I figured with the weather being so gloomy, it wouldn't have looked that good. First place I go to. Probably just a comfortable bar. There's a secret patio in the back of one of those shops. I don't doubt that. Zicatella. This used to be a burrito restaurant. There's always been a car on Kensington like this, turned into some kind of tree plant. Yeah, pedestrian Sundays, I think, disappeared this year, but they should be back. I recorded a walk through pedestrian Sundays last year. There's definitely a lot of vegan places in this area. Thanks, Thomas.
We'll take you guys up the stairs.
I'm just disappointed we never got that thunderstorm. I was all excited to record a walk through that. Thank you.
Luigi.
I hear Drake. Yeah, it's not as dead as it used to be earlier on in the pandemic.
Yeah, that's actually, I like that one. That's nice. Yeah.
This is a one-day street or a one-way street, so I have to go to Scottish. Yeah, but empty retail has always sort of been a part of this neighborhood. That's not too alarming. Thank you, Peter. I got a 65-inch too. I usually watch Action Kids streams on that. Go into a fish market. No. My nose cannot handle a fish market. Yeah, this is probably what Yorkville kind of felt like back in the day. Sorry, Bucky. It's just we're at the mercy of the bitrate gods. I do know this is much better than it would have been on my previous wireless provider. Have a good evening, Mike. Thank you so much for the super chats. My meal tonight will be very much courtesy of Mike. Just to the left here is Moonbeam Coffee. I do not want to point the camera over at those guys. They look like they would rip my head off. Well, you can't see Moonbeam Coffee. I'm going to keep going south down Kensington here. Why is it getting so grainy? It's probably just the network connection isn't as strong. We've walked pretty far. And we're in a busier area, so there's probably less people here. Which telecom provider? Yeah, I'm on TELUS right now. I got a 50 gigabyte plan through TELUS. Freedom seemed to be throttling the upstream, even though the speed test showed it was plenty fast. The reality was it wasn't. But if you watch these live streams, you'll see that they do get quite choppy and pixelated. You see that in the ones from New York City. It's really unavoidable. Hopefully 5G will get us a better situation soon. I've got a Pixel 4a on pre-order through Google that should be capable of 5G. So we'll be hopping on that wagon as soon as it's available. You want to be?
What are you recording for?
I'm live streaming right now.
Oh, hi.
So hi.
What is this a live stream for?
Just my YouTube channel.
Cool.
I just do walks and bike rides around Toronto.
That's cool. I'm visiting. It's nice.
Where are you from?
Hamilton.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Well,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, there's only 200 or so viewers right now, but
Oh, well, I hope you get more.
thank you. Well, enjoy Toronto.
I hope you find a place for
There we go. The chat seems to have disappeared. Whoa, I didn't see any of those chats. Hey ladies, hello. Sorry guys, I did see your chats when we were talking to them. Hamilton women are, hey, don't say that. If by easy you mean nice and friendly, then yes. All right, so we've, hey Eddie, what's up? You did finally catch it live. And now I'm heading, maybe I'll head down here to Huron Street, or should I go down to Queen? Your channel, you should have them your channel, maybe. I don't know. Why do you say 5G is very dangerous? Okay, I think 5G needs to be, and health needs to be one of those off-limits topics because people tend to take that way too far. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about 5G. So we'll throw that in the bin with politics and religion. That said, I'm very much looking forward to getting a 5G phone and hopping on that network. Yeah, TELUS only has a few 5G and no talk, yes, no talk insurance. But the golden rule is if I bring it up, it's okay. My channel, my rules. How's that? Juicy dumpling, Toronto best try. Contrary to what I said earlier, I've been enjoying your cycling video. Thank you, Bianca. There's no clear line between conspiracy theories and trolling. No, there isn't. What was that? Wow to. Johnny, you should take donations. So there are super chats. I'm not trying to ask for handouts. There is Patreon, there are super chats. So if people really want to donate, they can do that to support. I guess I could put a PayPal up, but how is the knee? The knee is good. This is the same walk path I took a year ago. All right, guys, do I go south or do I go east here? Hey, I'll let you guys choose. South or east? Love your vids, buds. Thanks, Ryan. What time is it? It's 6:30. Does anyone want to choose my next direction? South, go east. South, east, south, east. South to Queen. South. Looks like south won by a hair. Maybe we'll okay, we'll take Queen over, kind of hitting all the popular spots already. Well, the angle just got screwed up. I'm still trying to learn this gimbal. I felt like I just recorded a walk through Chinatown. Take a right on this side street. Why am I going down this side street? Someone told me to take a right here, so we're taking a right. You have to promise to use my super chat donation on a meal from Viet Bao. I will promise that. Would you consider walking what? Around Niagara, maybe Niagara on the Lake. I don't think this is the best year to be getting out and exploring other areas so much. I've been very limited to just Toronto. Don't make a right. Don't make a right. That sounds like a... All right, so someone has led me. This area is kind of sketchy. I have a feeling that's why, actually, we used to park on the street right here when we'd go to the Vietnamese restaurant around the corner. Maybe I'll do a choose your own adventure walk where you guys just tell me where to go. Do you like camp? I've never camped in Algonquin Park. Okay, we're gonna head back to Spadina. I don't think it's that dodgy. Make a right, not a good. I've actually recorded walks down those streets before. It is at night. Good to know, Susan. Go up University. Oh, this stream was supposed to be around Yorkville. What the heck am I doing in Chinatown? Actually, right now it smells pretty damn good. Here's one of my favorite restaurants. Take a water taxi. We're now, bro, stop. We're now traveling south on Spadina. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The chat seems to be pretty inconsistent. Dan, you have streamed. Well, the truth is I have 20 gigabytes to burn and like a week to do it, so I was looking forward to Young, and I did that last stream, Chris. Could you do a tour of Finch and Midland, perhaps? This is Dr. Sun Yat-sen. Oh, there's a thing of this guy in Riverdale Park. I know I said politics is not a topic for this channel, but this is historical. He was the leader of the KMT, who went on, after they fled China, they founded the country of Taiwan. Although he was the leader, he was a president while they were still ruling over the mainland. There's a little bit of history for you. I know stuff. I always call this Pigeon Park. How's the quality now? Is it still potato grade, or is it better like it was at the start? Because looking through my phone screen, I can't really tell. This SIM plan is $125 a month for 50 gigabytes. They also have right now 20 gigabytes for $75. You can almost always get a better deal than that through Freedom, but through one of the big three, Rogers, Bell, or Telus, these deals don't come up too often, so I tried Freedom. I love Freedom. I'm still going to keep Freedom on. The phone I'm recording this right now is on Freedom. I'm just hotspotted to a phone that's on Telus. Can you go to Harborfront? That's a bit of a stretch. I'll do a stream down from the waterfront later this week. How's that? That is the CN Tower. How much battery do I have? I'm at 30% battery. Yeah, Dale, I agree. Never Freedom in the city is actually, to me, if someone was new to the city of Toronto, I would tell them to get Freedom. The LTE signal is great. It works on the subway and the tunnels downtown. It's the only network that does that. It's just when I try to live stream from it, it just kind of, I can't keep up with the upstream. Whereas I think Telus, Rogers, and Bell do a much better job in that sense. That's part of it, Susan. I think a lot of people have sort of been conditioned to just eating at home or eating takeout. And a lot of people are not working, so they're looking to save. And people that are working are probably enjoying the savings. Plus, we don't have people from the 905 coming into the city as much. So there's definitely a lot less people. Is it prepaid? No, it's not. Yes, Denise, definitely look into Freedom. You'll be staying in Toronto. They have the cheapest plans by far. Hey, this looks like the hole where Action Kid went. We found Toronto's version of the hole. It's actually just a soon-to-be construction site. So this is Queen West. I'm gonna make a left turn here. Action Kid paying attention. It's not really the hole, Action Kid. Janice. Thank you, Janice, and good luck to your Golden Knights. At least you still have a hockey team that's playing for something. What about anything that isn't Freedom, Bell, Telus, or Rogers is really just piggybacking off of one of the main networks. And some of them are limited to 3G only, so I couldn't really tell you about them. You need to do your homework. For instance, Fido is just Rogers. I got you on my phone while I'm cooking. Action Kid does rock. Yeah, I've got a lot of data to burn. I've got... Sorry, sir. Public Mobile is Telus. Fido is Rogers, so it's generally Rogers but cheaper. So why wouldn't you just go with Fido? One of the things is most people that work in a office or corporate atmosphere end up with a company plan or company discount. Is it normal quality? I don't know. I've never streamed through this area. It definitely depends on the neighborhood you're in. Because when I started up in Yorkville, the quality was apparently quite good. This is one of the busier, more vibrant neighborhoods, so I can definitely see why the quality would take a dip. Oh, you live here, Susan? Yeah, I would love to get together with Action Kid. For videos, of course. And maybe grab a beer and find out what his secrets are. Because he has done something that very few other people have been able to do. Go to Steve's. Steve's is closed. Steve's and Long and McQuaid are the two music shops that come to mind. Action Kid encouraged him to stream. He's going to catch the bug. Well, I've got no choice to stream now. I spent $125 on this SIM card. There's the Rivoli. That's where I had my first ever date when I was 15. And they served me a beer, not knowing how old I was. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, not just developed nations, but all nations. Yeah, we definitely have some of the most expensive Where to get poutine in Toronto. Every single bar has poutine. Whoa, did I miss a super chat? No. Pigeon meat is delicious. When will the walk with Ken? I'll be posting that at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I think Ken will be doing the same. So, in my video, you will see Ken, and in Ken's video, you'll see me. And our audio might sound a little different. Other than that, they'll be pretty much the same video. And if that goes well, I'll do more walking videos with others. Maybe even do it with a few fans if they want to tag along. Ken's YouTube is the Ken Continuum, all one word. Here's a look down. Peter.
Hey, how are you? Am I in the picture?
Yeah,
I'm in the picture?
it's a live video.
Oh, beautiful.
Say hi. People are saying hi to you. All right, Colette, we'll keep tabs. I might do a walk with some people here, and we'll live stream it. Pretty busy for a Sunday night. Go to Mountain Equipment Co-op. Well, oh, right behind me. That looks kind of cool, actually. Let's take a look at that. What do we got here? May any good energy created for these efforts be the old MEC location, or the way the company used to be? Because they used to be a lot more about selling their own stuff and just sort of affordable but really good quality stuff, and now they've kind of shifted to more MSRP name brand type stuff. So it's really, a lot of people don't like Mountain Equipment Co-op anymore. There's one of the oldest taverns in Toronto. Please like this video. Thanks, Vera. Did someone, I think I missed, I don't always. And considering that this stream started off with a thud, it crashed like probably 10 minutes into it, and it took me 5 minutes to reconnect it. I'm pretty happy that it's turned out to be pretty good.
I never really walked both ways.
Someone saying hi. I don't like the MEC brand either. I don't really have an opinion on it, but I'm just kind of echoing what a lot of others have said. They're not too happy with that brand lately. I really got to relabel this, the name of this video when I'm done, because it's certainly not just a Yorkville walk. It's kind of a all over the place. Yorkville, the Annex, U of T. What's your favorite spot? I kind of just like walking everywhere. This is the really, really cool thing about Toronto, is you could just walk forever and you're always somewhere interesting. There's very few cities that I know of in North America like this. New York is one of them. Even Montreal, you would kind of run out of neighborhoods to just continuously explore. But here in Toronto, it's just kind of never ending. Certainly very fortunate to have this as a home base for a channel like this. And if you look at all the big walking channels on YouTube, they're all based in New York, Tokyo, London, Seoul. So just to have this much support kind of proves that Toronto is up there with them. Or at least it's right behind them. Are you going down, John? Heard they're tearing down the Paramount Cinema. I've heard that. That escalator, though, I don't think that's such a bad thing. It rarely works sometimes. Jeanette, thank you. Jeanette is accounting for 50% of my super chats. And Mike Landry, the other 50%, and Action Kid, 0.1%. No. And of course, everyone else, thank you very much too. I don't want to discount everyone who's very choppy, poor quality, but the audio is good. Yeah, the video on these does fluctuate a lot. There's really nothing I can do about it. That's. You know, 720 streaming, even when it's good quality, is still not going to look that great. Now you've broken your record for, oh, I'm over 2 hours. Sweet. I gotta go to City Hall. Okay, maybe. Should I gripe about riding bicycles on the sidewalk and why that's dangerous and nobody should ever do that? You're all probably sick and tired of listening to me talk about that. Tio has no, oh, Susan, I've been to Din Tai Fung. I've been to one in Seoul and I've been to one in Taipei. That is an amazing restaurant chain. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Din Tai Fung originate from Taipei? It's either there or somewhere in mainland China, but I want Taiwan Far East Telecom. I had no issues with live streaming except the top of Elephant Mountain. Action Kid, you're right. Everywhere, I haven't streamed from other countries, but I have a feeling that even in Cambodia, their stream would be like top notch. Thank you, PRN7 Prince. I don't think so, a 4K Wanderer. If you check the speed test, typically iPhones aren't the fastest on our networks. They certainly have nice cameras though. We walked by a number of weed stores. You're right, Mark. Is it Rambolic, who is one of the top walking streamers? He's based in Tokyo. Seoul would also be a great place to stream. And I'm pretty sure Bangkok would too. I saw a lot of people like Twitch and YouTube live streaming in Bangkok, just walking around the sidewalk. Action Kid, do you know every single walking channel out there? Because every time we talk, it seems you know everybody. This guy doesn't just stream, he legit is totally on top of things. Why doesn't the internet become, I don't know. We pay probably, we're in the top 3 for what we pay for internet. Any advice for an office job interview? My best advice is just be yourself. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself as someone who other people would want to work with. That's more important than your technical ability, at least in my experience. iPhones are getting worse, so is the upgrade. I think they've just sort of run out of ideas. What more can you do with a smartphone? Would you stream on Twitch? Probably not. I kind of have my hands full with just YouTube alone. And I'm monetized on YouTube. I hear that's a very difficult process to get monetized on Twitch. If I was in the future, iPhones will make only cameras. Action Kid, when's your next show with MJ? Do you still work? Are you a gamer? Am I a gamer? I play Rocket League a whole lot. Does that count? Usually when I'm editing videos, or even I'll kill my uploads just to play a game of Rocket League and then resume them. And do I still work? I'm currently taking what you could call an extended leave. How much data have you used live streaming? You use about 1 gigabyte every hour. So this walk is probably, what, 2.5 gigabytes?
It's okay.
Would I join Amazing Race? Sure. Beginning of lockdown, I found you. Thank you, Susan. Much appreciated. I'm definitely going to retitle this walk. Do you ever play puck mode in Rocket? No, I pretty much play 1v1, and I just demo the heck out of my opponents and make them frustrated. Thanks for the advice, Vera. We have, but Action Kid, we didn't start talking till like 2-3 weeks ago. And since I started talking to Action Kid, my channel has grown. I don't think that's a coincidence. I've just sort of been following his advice. Extended leave? Hey, commercial insurance 2.0 is about to get banned from the chat. Not only is insurance going to be a topic that is banned from this chat, but if it's in your name, you shall be banned. How is that? Sheraton, good prices on. So I ended my last stream here. If I have enough battery, maybe we'll go to Young Dundas Square. Title renamed Random Live Walk and Chat. Yeah, that would be a good title. Although it wouldn't be a very searchable title. YouTube likes things to be searchable. They tend to do better. And every once in a while, a really old video will do well if it has the right title. Are you in your mid to late 40s? You look younger. Do I look like I'm in my 40s? Can you get permission to fly a drone downtown? I don't know. Thank you for not answering. Sorry, I can't answer every question. Wow, someone just peaced out because I missed a question. Sorry, while holding this gimbal, looking at a million questions go by on a tiny screen if I miss one. What's your ethnicity? My mom was born in Scotland. And my dad's side was all from the UK. There might be a little bit of German sprinkled in there, I don't know. You look much younger. City Hall. I would love to be able to go up here. We'd get a killer view, but probably a kid that wants attention. Hey, if you want my attention, I promised it to all Patreon members, and I do my best to reply to people in the comments, but no promises. And I certainly do my best to Eddie Petrucci, thank you. You're the man, Eddie. I've seen you comment on hundreds of videos. Much appreciated. You went to a same concert as me in the 90s. Beck at, so I'm doing the math. Beck at Varsity Arena, right? I don't know if that was dollars. It was something. It was R20. Someone sent me a whole bunch of Indian rupees, and I got all excited on the last chat. Yeah, I think the ramp is closed to get up there. I just took a look at the entrance, and I'm not seeing anyone up there. I miss all the events at City Hall, definitely. This is a super lively place. I miss the food truck days they would have here. I used to work across the street at lunch. And you could get Tiny Tom's donuts sometimes. Actually, one of the coolest things I ever did was I was working across the street in First Canadian Place, and one of my best friends from high school days was having a wedding at City Hall. So on my lunch break, I went and I was best man at a wedding. And then I went back to work. How often do you get to do that? Did you ever climb the CN Tower? I haven't. Do you like Jordan? That's a touchy topic. We're trying to keep politics out of this. Thanks, 4K Wanderer. Guys, if you're not aware, 4K Wanderer has a channel where he checks out Toronto, and it's pretty high quality. Oh man, I want to sit down here, but the lighting is terrible. Maybe on the north side it'll be better. I just need to take a quick break. Hi from Argentina. I am watching you from Marriott Hotel, Baghdad on Tigris River. I think a lot of the fountains in Toronto are turned off. At Berksea Park, they're turned off. They're not turned off at Dundas Square, but that's not even a Super Friends. Yeah, I went there. Danforth Music Hall, right? So we are. I'm just taking a quick breather. Toasted everything bagel with cream cheese is the best. City Hall behind us. We're on B because of COVID. Yeah, definitely because of COVID. Here's a view of the Toronto sign you don't always see. All the people across from it are gonna have some idiot standing next to it. People watching this from all over the world makes very exciting. I hope so. What's your favorite burrito in Toronto? I really like a good old greasy Burrito Boys burrito, to be honest with you. Or the sister franchise, Burrito Bandits. The big ass burrito at Casada is incredibly filling. I actually had a Chipotle yesterday. Favorite burger? Favorite burger is at the Stockyards on St. Clair. They also have my favorite fried chicken. So you get 2 for 1 at that place. Do you like pineapples on your pizza? Hell yeah, I do. That's as Canadian as maple syrup. Burrito Bandito, hands down. It is excellent. There's a few mooses around, but not too many. Those are from the Mel Lastman days. Tio needs Shake Shack. We need a Shake Shack or an In-N-Out, Susan. What time is it? Oh, 7 p.m. Do you like Thai food, Deborah? I love Thai food. I've only been to Thailand over a dozen times. I'm a huge fan. In fact, some of my favorite Thai food, I can't even tell you what it is. It's sort of been in the north of Thailand where it's almost like tapas style. You just order a dozen dishes all at like 50 cents each and they fill your whole table up with it. Some of it would be gross if they described it to you, but it's all delicious. It's 7. When did I start this stream? I've got 16% battery on my Galaxy phone. When is Tio getting the regular Chick-fil-A? I don't know. I've never been to Chick-fil-A. I'm a Popeyes guy. Why were you in Thailand? Well, I used to live in Korea. So whenever we had any type of vacation, it would always be Japan or Thailand, sometimes Taiwan. And now that I have friends over there, it's just a good place where everyone always seems to always want to go. I have friends in the States I meet there. I have friends in Korea teaching and friends in China teaching. And who doesn't want to go to Thailand? You just stay in a beach town or in Bangkok. There's always something amazing. Have you been to the States? I've been to the States probably 100 times. And I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go Aw, that's nice, Deborah. I think I'm just gonna go up to Young Dundas Square and then we're gonna turn this thing off. This has been a very long stream. Please do videos on the rural areas around Toronto. Well, you really have to get outside of the suburbs to see that. Looks like there's a... When did you... I got my mask from a Plus Guardian. What states have you been to? Probably over 20 of them at least. Mostly New York. When's your next stream? I'm going to stream. Let's make sure this ambulance isn't turning. Or a police car. I'm probably going to stream some point either from the waterfront or the beaches. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. You might want to cover your eyes. Someone's that was like a scene out of Castaway. Thanks, SF49. Sorry, this was so darn long. I'm really curious to go back and watch this. I'm kind of test driving this. I don't know, Bucky. I'm test driving this TELUS SIM card, and since we didn't get the thunderstorm we were promised, I just decided to keep on going. And my main phone is now down to 13% battery. I think someone's addicted to live streaming now. And the phone that I'm using to power this thing, it's also almost out of battery. That's my hotspotting phone. Your feet? Actually, no, Christine. I walk a lot. This is kind of my favorite thing to do. How are you going to get home? I have a battery pack in my bag. Fear not. Right, Action Kid? When you're in this line of work, you always have a battery pack on you. Of course, if this were in the good old days, you would just have a spare battery in your pocket. But thanks to Apple, batteries are always sealed into our devices these days. It's really unfortunate. You need more. I've got a 15,000 milliamp one that fast charges. And it can do 2 devices at once. So I'm quite happy with it. Maybe you should try a stream just using the TELUS card and phone to see if the... I did that, the Amish Gamer. I did that at home. And there was no difference. The only real difference was the camera on my other phone was absolute. This thing. Actually, I showed those streams to Action Kid. And he noted that the one on the left, or the stream with this, was not as good as this phone. If you make merch, call it what? So this is Yonge Street. So we're nearing the end, folks. Yonge and Dundas Square is where I'm going to call this a walk. I can't believe I started off just thinking I would walk around Yorkville for a little bit. There is life after battery death. Thanks, Marcus. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to check out the video with Ken. Where area do you live? I live at Yonge and Eglinton. Someone has asked if this is happening right now. Well, it's probably happening in about 15 seconds away. Thanks, Denise. Our favorite supercar. I tried to find the Supercars memes. We went through Yorkville. We saw a Porsche 911 Turbo, and that's it. And a Jaguar. Those are not Supercars, I'm sorry. Next live streaming on the subway or streetcar. Ding, ding. My next live stream will be a stream of Action Kids video. That way, Bianca, are you serious? $20.99 from Bianca. I guess I get to have some dessert with that steak. Action Kid, your $1.99 is looking a little weak now, buddy. Thank you, Bianca. Very, very nice. And as I was saying, my next stream will just be a stream of Action Kid stream. I'll set up a really high quality camera on it. That way I will get the profits from Action Kid's work. Does that sound good? And I'm really curious how the stream quality is going to be here, because this is Yonge Street. This is kind of the main. Let's just cross the street. It's a lot more interesting on the other side. Have you been to Cambodia? Yes, Deborah. Cambodia is a beautiful, beautiful country. Favorite steak restaurant? In Toronto, if money is no object, absolutely Barbarians on Edward Street. If money is an object, maybe Morton's in Yorkville. But Barbarians, no doubt. That was, if you're familiar with Jose Bautista, the Blue Jays, that was his favorite steak restaurant. Sorry, Elm Street. You're right. Good call on that. I knew it was just north of Yonge and Dundas. I don't know why I was thinking live react to Action. Exactly, Jay Ramble. It's not the stream, it's the quality of data being transmitted. How much does YouTube take from? I think they take 30%, and if you pay through Apple Pay, Apple likes to put their hands in the cookie jar and take another 30%. When you focus, it looks way better. Well, so focus on your phone again and we can tell you. There we go, that's here. Let's try the front camera. Here's my microphone. I always put it under my shirt because that's like an extra way to shield the wind. Front is way better. Oh, like at Uber Eats. Yeah, that's why I mainly go to Ritual, Susan. Well, Ritual takes a cut too, but not as much. Front is better. So we are very much nearing the end. I hope Telus doesn't cut me off and say, what the heck are you doing? You just got this SIM card yesterday. And you're blowing through 3 gigabytes. A full head of thick hair. I work for Ritual. Good stuff, HS. Because of Ritual, all the delivery services are dead to me unless there's a... Maybe I can clean off the... Maybe the back lens does fog up sometimes here. Let me just try to... Is that better? You look 25. How do you send money in? I don't know, Ryan. Might need another software in. Oh, a bit better. Yeah, I think the lens on this camera clouds up, especially in the humidity. Do you have to pay income tax after? You're supposed to declare your income.
No, yo te iba a llamar. No, yo estaba por llamar.
I know Americans have to give their information when they sign up. Bucky Smith, south of Zanzibar. Whatever you did just made it much better. Thanks, Vera. It's very possible that TELUS just has a lot of coverage because this is kind of ground zero in Canada. Like, this is the most busiest intersection in the entire country, so I think all the wireless providers don't want to be embarrassed with poor coverage here. Just click on the $sign at the bottom to send a super chat. Thanks for the walk, it was pretty awesome. Thank you, Gregory. Have a good night. The only way I can describe it is the sharpness study. HS, this is just all default. Thank you, Commercial Bad Word 2.0. I'm looking for a place to sit down, just so I can unpack everything. But this, for a Sunday night, this place is packed. You're welcome, only in Antarctica. Oh, there's a spot. I'm gonna go grab a seat. Thank you, HS. Thank you, Tony. Time in Toronto right now, it is 7:13. All right, thank you, Action Kid. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the super chats. I was thinking about recording another walk, but I think I'm just going to go home. Have a good night. Thanks again. There is Instagram and Patreon links in the description. The Hard Rock is gone. It's a Shoppers now. It was either going to be a Shoppers or a Rexall. And look out for the walk with the Ken Continuum tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll either be on my channel or on his, well, it'll be on both of our channels. You can watch the same walk twice if you want. Thank you, everyone. Okay, good night, guys.